Nintendo be about to launch its first proper horror game since Eternal Darkness? Hang on, like real quick before we get into that. I feel like I've got to do something about this. If I'm going to do more on camera gear, I feel like we've got to fix this right up. 2 seconds. That's better. So, what's the go with this horror game thing from Nintendo? All right, so basically what's happened is overnight Nintendo has dropped a trailer for a game called, what the hell is it called? Emio. So what exactly is going on here? Is Nintendo actually releasing a new horror game? Maybe, it's hard to say. What we do know is that a trailer for a game called Emio appeared on the Nintendo YouTube account overnight, and it's weird for a couple of reasons. The first is that it's horror, for a start. That's not a genre that Nintendo typically plays around with very much. I think you could argue that maybe Metroid Dread was a bit of a horror game. It was about as close as Ninty's ever come first party to doing horror. Otherwise, it's stuff like Luigi's Mansion, kind of kid scary. But this new trailer, Emio, features a character. It's kind of unnerving. It's like a single shot of a character with like a bag over their head and this smiley face scrawled on it, and there's like spooky piano music playing in the background. It's really quite unnerving. It's like shutters of an old film camera or film projector, more like, sort of playing in the background, and like it jump cuts through a few different scenes. It's really like pretty spooky. One of the things that makes this so odd is that it's tough to tell if this is first party or third party for Nintendo, by which I mean first party is Nintendo makes it itself in-house. Third party, it contracts an external studio to make the game for them, or it licenses the game from that external studio for play on its system. Nintendo has a lot of strong third-party relations, but it does tend historically to prefer first party, its own work, though it has worked with second party as well. Second party is a phrase you might not have heard much in terms of video games before. First party and third party come up a lot. Second party, not so much. Second party is a term that's used to describe a studio that's on a contract with a particular publisher to make an exclusive for them. Take a game like Eternal Darkness, for instance. That was a horror game that was made by a company called Silicon Knights for the GameCube as an exclusive. That was a second-party game. Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil, when Capcom made that first proper remaster for the GameCube, that was an exclusive for a little while anyway. The third thing that kind of makes this weird is that the announcement kind of came out of nowhere. If this was a first party thing, that would be weird for Nintendo to announce it not connected to a direct. Though given it the subject matter, maybe Nintendo would prefer to keep that out of a direct if it was first party. Brass tacks, I do think it's probably third party, and Nintendo are just kind of obfuscating a little bit here, but it would be cool to imagine Ninty making a horror game, right? Like, we can speculate. That's kind of fun. Anyway, I thought the trailer looked pretty cool. What did you think? Get in the comments. Let me know. Have you seen it yet? Did you watch it after watching this video? Come back, get in the comments. Let me know what you thought.